Hello everyone, we are back for the final round of the Masters Series 2021. If this is your first time, please go back and watch the other 3 videos we've made so far. We are sitting on plus 35 through 54 holes, but are playing to a handicap of 18 over, so that score I'm pretty happy with, as we are back at Drayton Park Golf Club, the course that we started this series on the Thursday, day 1, back on this first par 4. And a much better tee shot this time, with the 3-wood going straight over the bunker, perfect placement, and that should give me a really nice look for the second shot. Just a little wedge in on this first hole. Again, a theme that we've been seeing throughout the last 4 days, just leaking it to the right. That was such a great opportunity to get in tight to the flag on the first hole, but didn't quite manage to do it there, and we're left with the first sand shot of the episode. I found myself in the bunker quite a few times on this course on Thursday, and that one was a pretty lucky break to even get out of the bunker. Whiffed the shot a little bit. Drayton has had the fastest greens that we've played on so far, so understandably fairly tentative with that one. This for bogey on the first. So we go 1 over after the first hole. What a great week at Augusta National we've had. Matsuyama coming in with a massive victory, just holding on there at the end of Sunday's play. Will Zalatoris, the debutant at Augusta, really making a name for himself this week. Expect to see more of him on the tour, as that one is just pulled. Usually I don't miss left with the irons, but looking for the draw and definitely the wrong start line there, so a little chip to get up and down for par. And that one really nicely judged. Just not making it to the hole, but leaves me a pretty manageable putt here for par. And a good make. I think we can all safely say my putting's definitely improved this week. Let's see how we fare today. Not too bad through the first 2 holes. And again, the 3-wood, absolutely dynamite off the tee so far. Puts me in a perfect position there, another short wedge in. But as we've been saying, and what they've been saying in the Masters coverage, is these are the shots, the approach to the green, which are the most telling on the scorecard. And that one I will definitely take. Not so great off hole 1, but hole 3 definitely pulling it back there. We've got a fairly decent birdie chance here. Too firm on that one. Still not a bad effort, and leaves me with a bit of a tricky one now for par. Definitely want to be sinking this after that green in regulation. Gutting, just lips out. We're 2 over through the first 3 holes. Moving on to another shortish par 3 over the water. And once more, just pulling it. We haven't seen this a lot with the irons throughout the week. So just trying to work out whether I'm going to actually opt to play for a draw today. And it leaves me with this nasty lie in, similar to the pine straw that we've seen at Augusta National all week. Luckily the pros are better out of it than I am, because that is not a good chip. Goes right through the other side. And keep the same club in your hand, because we've got another chip as the hail starts to fall. Wow. April in the UK, and we've got a hailstorm. Not a bad landing spot for that chip, but just underestimating the roll on the greens. And look at the hail just blow in. I can't say that it's affected the putt too much, so that's a double bogey on number 4, not what we're looking on a short par 3. So now move to plus 39. And going with the 3-wood again, that's been pretty trusty so far this round. That one just leaks right a little bit, but it's safe. Lands short of that bunker there. Now I've gone with a 5-iron here, just trying to lay up, play it safe, give me an opportunity to get into the green in 3 shots. And that one is dangerously close to the water. Just hits the lip and bounces up. Fairly lucky there, not a great strike out of the rough. Tough lie. I've got another shot out of the rough. It's just not the best strike again, and it hits behind the green, so it leaves us with another chip to get up and down here for par on number 5, the hardest hole on the course. And I was super happy with that chip, landed it pretty much exactly where I wanted. Good pace, just not quite the line to drop in. This one for par. So another bogey there at 5. And we move on consecutive par 5s. These are the ones, as we've mentioned, for higher handicap players, myself playing to plus 18 for this week, that you really want to be capitalising on. And the first time the driver comes out, melted it straight down the middle. Good distance as well, so a running theme so far is great off the tee with the woods, but the iron play just letting us down. Just seeing if I can hit it a little bit better with a cut here, but it doesn't cut as much as I want to the right, so just bounces off the green to the left, leaves me with another chip, this time to get up and down for birdie. Fairly lucky there to get the roll onto the green. Just didn't get enough of it, but a manageable 5-footer here for birdie. You really realise on the tour this week at the Masters how many shots are gained on the par 5s. So a bit disappointed not to capitalise on that one, but we'll take a par and move on to another par 3. I birdied this in round 1, so looking to get this as close as possible again. But just pulling it, so definitely favouring the left side for the irons today. I think definitely for higher handicap players it's important to work out actually what shot shape you're going to hit for the day. Sometimes you can't dictate that yourself and the club just goes whatever way it wants to. So it seems like I should be trying to hit a cut today. And that was one of the best putts I've ever hit, I think. Leaves me with a tap-in par after not a great tee shot. So lucky escape there with a great putt. And this is the first time that I've missed the fairway big with the 3-wood. Left me in a spot of bother in the trees. So really looking to just be safe here. I think I'm just trying to be a bit ambitious. See that gap straight down the middle. I back myself. Get extremely lucky that that doesn't ricochet into the water. Just land short. So, yeah, a lucky escape where I should have really just made the safe play and chipped out. Now I definitely want to avoid this bunker in front of the green, so going with a hybrid, going to have to take a lot off it. Get a great shape, but just slightly too far. Probably the wrong club, but I definitely wanted to avoid that bunker, which I've done successfully. So up and down for par here would be really nice after landing in those trees off the tee. Just not enough there. Had a good line, but didn't quite get the roll down the hill. Another long breaking putt. Just didn't have the legs. Another one I'm happy with though. Tapping in for a bogey on the 8th hole. So we're back to number 9 with the blind tee shot. Really looking to draw this round. That tree that you can see in the middle. Avoid the bunker. This one was absolutely smoked. Just didn't turn at all, and I'm absolutely counting my blessings after it hits a tree and just bounces down right beside the 150 marker, so definitely the wrong club choice there. There's no wind as there was last time. We've got an 8 iron in. Yeah, really happy with that one. Just finally working out that little fade. And a fairly long one here for birdie to finish off the front 9. Again, good line, not quite the legs, so I'd definitely say that I'm reading the speeds better. No one's, apart from on the 3rd hole, rushing 10 feet past. Leaves me with a tap in for par. Just trying to cut this up into the slight backstop that this green has above the pin. Bit of a light 8 iron. Not a great connection, just hitting the ground slightly before the ball, doesn't get the distance. Nice shape, nice line, but well short, and find myself in the sand again. Pretty long sand shot here as the sun comes out and the hail melts away. Great distance on it, perfect in fact, a nice check, but just 10 or so feet left of the pin. Leaves me with a tough one for par, breaking left to right. And again, just a little bit too soft. Got to get it there. And the driver, which has been so good for me so far. And another booming drive. Held up slightly by the wind, so not loads of distance, but again find myself in play with a great angle here for my second shot. Definitely favouring being up the left side on number 11. Don't have to deal with those trees, just on the right side of the green. And just thin, but didn't get a lot of it, so it's luckily gone over that tree on the far left and dropped just on the fringe of the green. Leaves me with a tough chip to judge. Gone with a pitching wedge, just trying to run it and land it on the edge of the green. And super happy with that one. That was a perfect distance, nicely judged, just to the left, so manageable one here for par. These are 100%ers, you should think. Whew. And although I've missed some, that one does drop for par. So big dogleg left on number 12. Last time I was in the trees on the left, so well, that's one way to avoid them, by hitting a big slice. I do have a decent angle in here, but the lie is really horrible. Trapped under a lot of grass, pretty worn area. Probably the wrong club selection with the knowledge of the lie. Didn't get a lot of it and just had to run it up the fairway with a pretty poor connection. So we seem to have a lot of chips for up and down to get pars. That seems to be one of the main ways that we score. So this one's pretty important. And I'm happy with that. Just takes a bounce right, so slightly annoying ending, but again, pretty much as well as I could have asked for after that pretty ropey second shot. Wrong read, wrong angle, just not happy with myself there. It was a great opportunity to save a par. And another bogey as we move to the 13th hole. Conditions are probably the best that we've had all week, I'd say, in terms of wind. Definitely compared to the first day here. Not counting the hailstorm, of course. That's my first really bad tee shot. Slices way right and leaves me in, again, not the best grass, second or third cut there of the rough, so the lie becoming a bit of a problem for me. Luckily I do have an angle in though. It's got some space out on the right, so I could have sliced it even more if I wanted. But now a bunker in front of the green to get over. And even though it didn't have the legs, just rolls into the bunker. So again, another long sand shot. The last one had some good distance. Let's see what we can do here. Just got a little bit too much sand, but we're safely out and on the putting surface. Another long one, just trying to judge the speed. Clearly all that judging didn't quite work, so a nasty one on the comebacker, but that one does drop and we get the bogey. Number 14, a hole that we birdied last time. This time not taking the full swing with the club. I look back at the footage from round one, took a bigger swing than that, so fault of the golfer there, not the club. Leaves me with a nasty chip, even though it didn't roll back into the water. That would have been a nightmare. It's a real nasty distance here for par. Great opportunity this hole. Easiest one on the golf course. And I've picked up a bogey. So disappointed after that. Now this was a very interesting hole. We've got a flock of geese who just live off the banks of the water on the left. And my perfectly struck drive lands right in the middle of them. So after waiting for about 5 minutes for them to move, we've got a manageable 50-degree. Not a great shot again, just not good connection at all, and rolls into the bunker. So although I'm happy to get out of danger of being attacked by a goose, I'm in the sand again. And just repeating what happened on that 13th hole. Similar distance and not getting enough of it. A big putt, one of the longest we've had today. And I go and do this. This is definitely the longest putt that I've holed all week. And you can see how chuffed I am with that. What a par save. So another dogleg left here at 16 after that amazing hole out. An upbeat golfer hits an upbeat drive and it goes pretty much exactly where I wanted. Even better than I'd hoped, really. So a bit of a problem here. I forgot to film that second shot, but that shows you where the ball landed. A great shot. Just hit the bank of the bunker. So it's a quick reenactment. Ignore the ball which juts off to the left and lands in the bunker. My first shot gives me a great position to get a birdie. Haven't had a birdie yet this round and had some great opportunities, especially on the par 5s, but this would be nice. And a great read, just had to breathe on that one ever so slightly. Didn't need any power at all, and good read, good pace, good putt. First birdie of the round. Thinned this one and just went down, but rolls a long way through the green and over the back, so happy that I didn't have a real tough chip from miles out where it landed, but got a chip nonetheless. And as the camera's falling over, really happy with that chip. Leaves me a great opportunity to go in for a par, so that'll be par birdie par if I can get this one to sink. Big lip and not pleased with myself. So bogey at 17. So I'm just about to tee off on the 18th. So I don't know how this finishes, but guys, I just want to say thanks so much for watching. I've had a ridiculously fun time making these, being outside the last 4 days, playing 18 holes and then getting back in the editing suite and yeah, getting some cool shot traces on. So thanks so much for watching. It's been a great week at Augusta National. Still one round left for me, but by the time you're watching this, a new person will be wearing the green jacket. It's been great to play alongside these guys this week. Obviously not to the same level, but I hope you've enjoyed watching it nonetheless. It'll be great to make some more golf content. I don't see why not. I've had such a great time making it. But yeah, for now, let's get down this 18th and finish up our little mini Master Series. So taking the driver out for one last tee shot here, capping off the series. What a great time it's been. Really enjoyed it. And here we go with a great opportunity, aiming straight over those bunkers. Let's have a good finish. I need to get a par here for the first time ever, breaking 80. Super happy with that one. Just cuts enough and catches the corner of the rough. So a short second shot in, and one of the best opportunities I've had here to get my best ever score, even though we got +9 on day 3. This would be a +10 but a 79, which would look great for the first time on my scorecard. But the pull returns, that's been the miss of the day. Haven't seen it much for the rest of the week, but golf's a funny game. So just on the fringe, and this is definitely the longest putt I've probably ever had in my life, so a tough one to judge, no doubt, going straight up the hill and a bit of break left to right, so you need to whack this one. 2 putt for par into break 80. And it just got to the top of the hill and stopped. So that's a tough break. This one is going to have to be a very good putt with a big slope now to manage to get in for par on the 18th. And the sun's back out, as you can see. Lovely finish to day 4 here. Just didn't have it. Wrong line, wrong pace. So pretty ambitious tap in here from about 5 feet. Just lips in. And that's it. The Masters 2021 officially behind us. Thanks so much for sticking with us. I really enjoyed playing in these, editing them, and definitely watch out for some more content in the future. But for now, that's it from me. Cheers.